The new Terence Hughes fragrance is here. This one is called Supersonic. Of course, this is the follow-up to Supernova. There are some olfactive similarities between the two. I'm going to tell you all about this brand new fragrance in just a little bit, so make sure to stay tuned. Begin today's episode and I give you my thoughts on Supersonic by Terence Hughes, this brand new release. I'm going to talk to you about the comparison to Supernova, the notes, the smell, performance, longevity comparisons, all that good stuff. But before I dive into the video, I do want to mention that if you're a fan of fragrance related content, and of course if you love smelling your best, hit subscribe, hit the bell, and also please give this video a thumbs up for the YouTube algorithm. It would mean so much to me. What do we know about Supernova? It's bright, it's fresh, it's citrusy, it has the lemon, the bergamot, a touch of apple, ambergris in the dry down, that pineapple heart. As a matter of fact, it gets compared a lot to Creed Aventus. I also feel like it bears similarities to Town and Country by Clive Christian and also Blockade by Mind Games. Well, here we have Supersonic, and looking at the note breakdown, you are able to pick up on some similarities but also some differences. I'm going to tell you about this one in just a little bit. Let's start things off with a quick look at the presentation first. So right in the opening of this fragrance, you are going to get this burst, this explosion of citrus fruits. As a matter of fact, there's lemon, there's bergamot, there's grapefruit. It is so bright and fresh, zesty, tart. It has this beautiful, fulfilling, very bright introduction, which I think is probably going to be the primary difference between this one and Supernova. Supernova, in my opinion, has this bright citric introduction, but then you get into that pineapple heart right away. This one makes you wait a little bit. So it opens up very bright, very citrusy, which also means that the projection for this one is going to be better than Supernova. Now, here's the thing. Supernova has always given me phenomenal performance. I've been a fan of Supernova for well over a year now. I really love that fragrance. It was somewhat of a signature scent for me. There was a stretch of time where I wore it, practically every single day. Supersonic, on the other hand, this fragrance is released just in time for the hot weather here, especially with, summer being in full force right now. I think this is going to serve you very well, especially because I personally crave my citrus heavy fragrances in the summertime. So it opens up very zesty, very fulfilling. You get this pineapple note in here, and it's not overly sweet. It kind of intermingles with that bright citric freshness in the opening, but then you're also going to get this mossy sort of oak moss, ambergris dry down. And it's earthy, it's green, not overly so, but you have a lot of ingredients in the dry down that are working towards crafting and constructing a beautiful, long-lasting aroma in this fragrance. Supersonic is a gem. I think the similarities to Supernova are probably like 80-85%. It's only when you do a side-by-side that you notice what the clear-cut differences are between the two, pardon me. I do personally feel like Supersonic is going to be the brighter, fresher, zestier iteration. And I find that once you get into the very dry down, and I'm talking like 6, 7, 8 hours into it, they're going to smell identical. But in the opening, you're going to notice the brightness, and I really hope you have the opportunity to try this one. Let's go ahead and finish things off with my overall assessment. So first up, in terms of the uniqueness and the overall smell, well, it does bear a lot of resemblance to Supernova, but of course with the similarities in the naming and the note breakdown, that's something to be expected. But I think this one is going to be ideal for somebody who's looking for a brighter, fresher, more citric expression of the original. In terms of the longevity, 10 plus hours. Terence Hughes fragrances last such a long time on skin. Projection on this one was really, really good. For the first 2 hours of application, it radiated well beyond an arm's length. It became an elbow's length scent right around hour 7 or 8, a skin scent right around hour 10, 11, 12. It's all going to be contingent upon your skin chemistry, but the performance is very, very good. As far as the versatility is concerned, I can see a lot of people arguing that it's masculine leaning, and I would totally agree. I think this one can be worn dressed up or dressed down. Ideal for the hotter weather, in my opinion. Towards the colder months of the year, I would definitely wear something like Maverick, and I know there's been a lot of discontinued fragrances from the brand, but I would definitely wear Onyx or Maverick or one of these heavier offerings from the brand. And I think this one would appeal to anybody of any age. And as far as the presentation is concerned, the cylindrical bottle is really cool. The plaque on the front is really nice, magnetic cap, beautiful atomizer on this one, pressurized. You have the crystals on top of the cap. My final verdict on this fragrance is it is a phenomenal fragrance for this time of the year. And I am going to be wearing it a lot, and I'm certainly going to be wearing it in place of Supernova. Let me know. What are your thoughts on the brand Terence Hughes? Do you have any favorites, or have you tried Supersonic? Drop your comment down below. Also, if you took anything of value from today's episode, please do consider supporting the channel by subscribing to it. Hit the bell and give this video a thumbs up. Thank you again so much for tuning in. I love you all, and we'll see you tomorrow with a new episode. Bye.